Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the unpopular review AEW Dynamite May 12th, 2021 live watch along. It's your host, the Dirtsheet Kaden, joined by Evil Dose and La Sicaria tonight.
Hola! What's going on, everyone? AEW should sign this guy that's on the screen right now.
Who's on the screen right now?
King Kong.
Oh, okay, I was making sure you're watching the same movie as me.
Yeah, it's about to end. We should make sure time is synchronized. We're going into his pupil right now. And now there's a taxi.
I'm a good 30 seconds behind you.
All right. I'm going to hit pause then. You tell me when you see John C. Reilly, his profile in the taxi cab.
Just went into the pupil. Taxi cab just showed up on screen, holding the baseball. Now there's John C. Reilly.
All right. Chicago cab established 1932, pulling away. John C. Reilly walking to home to be reunited with his family after being stranded on that island since the war.
I luckily was able to set up my AirPods to be Bluetooth with my TV, so that way no audio spills over and we don't get taken down like Botchamania.
Where are peeps at?
Man, no one's joined in on us yet.
This is terrible.
Should be getting some viewers once AEW starts here in a minute or so.
What a revolting predicament this is. Why isn't Elvis here trolling us? Where's Charmaine? With Homicide and Hernandez.
It's dinner time.
No, it's wrestling time.
Yeah, wrestling time.
He's eating. He needs snacks every hour.
Speaking of food, I'm going to order some dinner.
Elvis, he's always eating.
Yes, I need energy.
Oh, we got a viewer.
We
got at least one.
Who's that? They win a very special prize.
This is our live watch along of AEW Dynamite, May 12th, 2021. Before the show starts in about a minute or two, let's run through a little bit of this card. We got Yuji Nagata versus Jon Moxley for the IWGP US Championship. We're going to see the aftermath of Blood and Guts with the Pinnacle Coronation. We have Miro challenging for Darby Allin's TNT Championship. And we also have the Jade Cargill interview with Tony Schiavone. I would assume that she's going to finally choose her faction, that's been a very big storyline over on Dark and Elevation, which is a little intriguing. One of the guys that put his hat in the ring on Elevation was MJF's lawyer from August of last year.
Is Britt Baker against Shida tonight?
That is at Double or Nothing.
Against Thunder Rosa. I thought they announced some match tonight.
I think Thunder Rosa has a match tonight.
Okay. Well, we saw Moxley with Kingston in the back, and some guy, I guess, is Yuji Nagata.
Yeah,
Japanese legend Yuji Nagata. Yep.
They got them ready to go.
That's right.
I think that's going to open the show tonight, although I'm not sure.
I don't know. Moxley said he's going to send him home in a body bag. I bet he doesn't.
This is live from Bailey's place tonight, so.
Crowd looks excited. You're right. It's opening with Yuji Nagata. And it's always exciting when there's a professional wrestler coming to the ring that's older than me.
Oh, I love Ren Narita.
Yeah, everyone loves. Who doesn't love Ren Narita? Narita, lion in Japanese.
He had a fantastic match with Chris Dickinson on Strong a few months ago, actually now. Fantastic. It was on the same night as Mox and Kenta, and I actually like that match a lot more than Mox and Kenta.
Well, he's a regular on New Japan Strong.
He reminds me of Shibata a little bit with his style.
His haircut reminds me of Ibushi. Different hair color.
Yeah.
It also reminds me of the Beatles. except Ringo.
Only one person is watching the show.
It's okay. There'll be more.
So now, with the news of New Japan having to cancel shows for about a month and a half or so with these cases, do you think it's possible that New Japan decides to finally send over guys like Okada and Ibushi if they can pass COVID tests?
Yes, I think it's possible. I think it's unlikely, but it's possible. I mean, if they want to get money, if Tony Khan's going to write the checks, which he will, why not? It's a win-win for New Japan.
Moxley not with a new entrance song this week.
Oh, well, a new old song, Wild Thing. It's so old I can't even remember who sang it originally.
I'm interested in how much Tony Khan paid for that.
Too much. At least he should have bought the Tone Loc version. Or the Kinks.
AEW.
Wow, that's a big fan. That guy Chris Harris must love AEW. What happened to Moxley's chest? He's like a gorilla. Lasakari, what do you think?
Beautiful, I like.
Good, good. What do you think of Yuji Nagata? You excited that New Japan sent over one of their young stars?
Yes. I like it.
Oh, we got a Twitch watcher. I'm guessing that's Charmaine.
Hey, Charmaine.
That's usually our Twitch watcher.
Okay. I sometimes get twitchy when I watch too. Yeah, the Acclaimed and Jade Cargill are scheduled for tonight.
As well
Orange Cassidy as well.
I think all four of them are scheduled for tonight.
I'm sure MJF will say something. I don't know if he'll be in action.
Yeah, he has the Pinnacle coronation this week, so the Pinnacle will be there tonight.
Wow, this is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at these moves.
They did mention that this is under New Japan Pro Wrestling Championship rules, which I assume is 20-second outring. Rocky Romero in the audience.
Oy, that guy. He's everywhere.
That's interesting.
It really is.
Friend of the Good Brothers on Talking Shop.
Yeah, well, he's also appeared on Ring of Honor. He's appeared on MLW. He's appeared on New Japan Strong. He's literally everywhere.
He is everywhere. I see him everywhere I go.
He is absolutely New Japan's North American ambassador. He would like New Japan to work with every promotion and every promotion to work with New Japan.
I don't know what the executive consultant is saying that the Acclaimed of Variety is about to join us because the Acclaimed are not on TV right now. It's Jon Moxley and Yuji Nagata.
I think that he might be stalking outside and watching them come in. He may be standing them right now. He's probably trying to lay down some rhythms and beats and singing with them.
Cedar Park, Texas. That's my show.
Everyone, anybody who wants to go find Kaden and beat him up, that's where you go. Go to Cedar Park, Texas. What's wrong?
Nothing, I am watching this.
Right, good, excellent. Whoa, look at that excitement. Oh, look at Sonny Kiss, so animated.
Archer in the audience, too. Jon Moxley took that title from Lance Archer at Wrestle Kingdom 14, Night 1. So they got a history there. And Moxley and Archer had a title match, right? 2 months ago?
Yeah. I don't know if it was 2 months ago, but yes, Archer had.
Yeah, a few months ago.
Archer's had a bunch of title matches. I think it was last winter.
I think it was right, maybe October. I think it was right before his match with Eddie.
Could be.
It was because that's what led into Eddie. Was
Yeah, well, the storyline was Eddie was griping about not getting title matches. And Archer was griping about Eddie getting title matches, even though Archer got the title match. So it had nothing to do with. It was a strange argument because they both got what they wanted and they both lost, and neither one of them had anything to do with the other one losing. But all right.
Oh yeah, the story got a little messed up because that's when Archer got exposed to COVID-19, so he missed 2 weeks of filming.
Archer was so unlucky he got exposed to COVID 2020.
But these wrestlers, they are working like wrestlers, right? Training, how many hours they are doing?
Well, Yuji Nagata probably trains 2 or 3 hours a day now, but I'm sure there was a time 12 hours a day. Moxley, I think at this point, trains 2 to 3 hours a week.
Sounds about right.
If that. I mean, do we have that picture of Moxley from last week that you found?
I don't have it anymore.
That's too bad. That's too bad. That is a good picture. Yuji Nagata is 53 years old. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, he's wrestling better than Jericho has wrestled in the last few months.
He does. Well, it's true. He's also in better shape than me. So
He's looking his age.
yeah, he looks every bit of 53. Yeah. If someone asked me how old he was, I would say mid-50s. Unfortunately, Moxley looks mid-40s. So. Well, he's just worried about having his first child. It's tough, or at least his first with Renee. We don't know about the rest. Is Steve here? He can talk bad about Moxley and his deadbeat parenting. That is a good clothesline.
I'll bring it up. I've been complaining for a few months now about AEW's singles matches on TV, that they haven't really living up to that original hype that they were for those first few months. That was the thing about AEW, is that they're going to have these fantastic matches every week. In the last few weeks, I'll give credit to them. It looks like they're starting to kind of get back into that style where they're having good matches on TV. I'm enjoying this match a ton.
Well, that's good. We'll see what does our audience think. You guys are enjoying this? I've explained this a million times. AEW pays per appearance. For appearance, you have to be on TV. Mm-hmm. For them all to get on TV and for them to legitimately say we're paying WWE type contracts, they have all these factions and large groups, and they try and squeeze everyone on TV.
Yeah, it's a per appearance, which WWE is fairly similar. They have a base, but then they also have that per appearance. That's why you want to be in the main event no matter what. If you get on the card no matter what.
Well,
that's why it's such a downgrade in WWE from pre-show to main card to pre-show, which is why the pre-show they'd never want to do it because it's a significant pay downgrade.
The difference is that the WWE, their base is a guaranteed downside. Mm-hmm. And everything else is above that. So if they exceed the per appearance, it's more money. The merch is more money. If they go on more pay-per-views, it's more money.
Yeah, I do know.
I don't know that AEW doesn't do that. I just don't think they have the same kind of multi-year contract. So
they're very different contracts. I'll have to look more into it. I know that Dustin Rhodes in his training academy did show the two contracts side by side. And people that I've talked to that have seen both the contracts, and according to Dustin, he said the AEW contract is a lot better in terms of everything all around because they pay you right. They're paying for your travel, they're paying for your hotel, they're paying for your rental car, which WWE does not do, and they pay per appearance, and they do their best to get everybody on TV that they can.
I believe almost all of that. What I don't know is if they can keep that up forever in this climate, but. I don't understand the economics of AEW, especially I don't understand why TNT didn't force them to come up with a second show when they've been paying them for a second show since March.
Second show is coming by November.
It's been coming by X. They've been paid for a second show since March of 2020.
I think the second show was supposed to come last summer, and due to COVID, they did not want to add a second show since all TV ratings were going down the drain at that point across the board. I do know that
someone's bleeding. Of course, someone's bleeding.
I think it's the New Orleans show. One of the two shows that just got rescheduled, I think it was St. Louis or New Orleans, is on a Friday for their new show, not for Dynamite.
I saw Miami. I saw Dallas. I saw Cedar Park. So you said they added 2 more, New Orleans and St. Louis?
No, so those were the 3 they added. There's 2 more old ones that they pushed from this summer to November and January.
What about Newark, or is that still on hold?
That one's still on hold. They have not given dates for that.
Yeah,
I think it was New Orleans
they
and
have to
St.
come up
Louis.
with another big card for that one.
I know one was New Orleans. I think the other one was...
Hey, what's up, Elvis? You see, Elvis was here.
All right. Moxley wins with the Death Rider.
Of course, I missed the finish. Oh, I can't believe Yuji Nagata didn't win. And I can't believe that Yuji Nagata isn't actually dead.
Elvis Martinez, where is he from?
I don't know. Ask him. You're on TV
Where
now.
are you from, Elvis?
The sun is up. Elvis, she's asking where you're from. Don't you speak Spanish?
¿De dónde eres, Elvis?
The sun is up.
Oh, he's claiming he's from the sun? I don't know. I think it means he's from Japan.
I very much enjoyed that match.
All right, look. Oh, some body bag, code of honor adhered to. Oh, and he's bowing down. What a sign of respect. Oh, look at that. Oh, and
Hola, chico. Hola, chico.
We'll see what happens next if anything else happens out of New Japan.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think that when they're locked down on COVID that they send people out either.
Would not be surprised if they do it. But that would be very strict, right? You would have to clear all these different COVID protocols. And then the question is if Japan's even letting anybody get out of the country right now.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would send anyone out, especially with they're very cautious. I mean, they are having waves, but their waves are nothing like the waves that we experienced.
Yeah.
So what they consider as terrible, people here would, probably would be mildly concerned about.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'll be exporting any of their valuable assets. But maybe, who knows? I mean, we're doing a pretty good job with vaccinations here. At least we were. It seems to have slowed down, but still.
Yeah. Well, we just got Pfizer approved for 12 to 15, so hopefully they start speeding up a little bit again.
Oh, now I got some inner circle Santana missing again.
No, this guy is here now.
No Santana, no Jericho.
No, who do you think that is, huh? Sammy Guevara?
Mm-hmm.
You mean Frank? No, he's always been in this company.
Apparently Santana was arrested.
For what?
Stabbing somebody with a fork.
Okay. Is this storyline?
I would guess. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe he was actually. I would guess he's just injured and didn't want to come, or maybe he has COVID. I don't know.
That storyline was a fork, probably from the match.
Yeah, Jericho needs to be off TV this week in the next few weeks. Sell the injury after it would look terrible, so at least try to sell it.
Yeah, but if the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle is still talking about each other, they should be done. This should be done. It was resolved. You lost. Elvis is from Pueblo, Colorado. That is where you get all the mail from the census.
All right, we got Cody coming out.
Pueblo is much further south in Del Sur.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pueblo, Colorado also, I think they made those minted coins there whenever you bought the gold bison coins. Oh, look who's got a big, look at Cody. See. Mm-hmm. In Colorado, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Elvis is in the... So those of you listening, make sure to share with your friends, to like, share, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. We love having you, but we want to have your friends too and your enemies. Actually, your enemies, that'd be fun.
So, we got Cody's announcement coming up after this commercial break. For Double or Nothing, who do you think he is going to be fighting at that pay-per-view?
Gee, I wonder if it'll be, I'm going to a go-go. Everybody going to a go-go.
A go-go? Yeah, I agree.
Now it's probably going to have to be something with like about the boxing. So Cody beats the guy at his own thing. So I'm going to go with a tape fist match.
That would make sense. I don't know what it would be match-wise. No clue.
Unfortunately, the stipulations don't always make sense in the context. In fact, I've often criticized the stipulations for not making sense or being asked for by the wrong party, which in this case, Cody should not ask for a tape fist match because that is in Ogogo's advantage. So that is absolutely what will happen.
It makes sense. I don't think there's going to be a stip. I think it could just be a straight-up one-on-one.
Why would he need an announcement just for that? Just because he's Cody?
I have no idea what they're going to do. Go-Go could come out in the middle and interrupt them and challenge him to a match, and then challenge him to the Go-Go could be the one to challenge to a tape fist match.
Wait, very important comments. It's true. Es verdad. Es verdad.
Elvis always panders to whoever's hosting that night.
You're hosting.
Yeah, he never panders to me because I call him out too much.
That means I'm awesome, baby. Probably has something to do with you being here, because you're pretty awesome, too. La Sicaria, you know what you did? You drove Ivelisse out of wrestling. She was so afraid to meet your challenges, she's gone. No one can find her. She won't go on podcasts. She won't do any interviews. She's serious bookings.
People are telling the wrong story, but she won't come on to tell what actually happened.
That's right. Everyone's got it wrong. Every promotion's got it wrong. And you know what? Ivelisse, you false Sicaria, if you're out there, we want to hear your side of the story. We want you to tell your truth. We want to help you get the facts out there. Your friends at Unpopular Review. Or Hemlock Hangover if you don't want to be on screen. If you don't want to do your makeup that day, it's okay that way too.
Let's see what I'm going to order for dinner.
Yes. Let's all just, everyone take a vote on what Kaden should get for dinner. Do you think he should get an Impossible Burger, something with soy and tofu?
I'm thinking of a burger. I think I'm going to get a burger.
Thinking about burgers are delicious.
That's where I'm leaning.
From Humpty's?
I don't know what that is.
Oh. What was the fast food place that you got from last week?
Hot Dotties. I think I'm going to do Mighty Fine this week.
Wait, look at that. Oh, Elvis wants to know when's the next time you're going to have love. Intercourse.
We'll beat David. I don't know next time I'll be able to get down there. Next time I'm there, I'll be getting back into that house. It's not hard to get into.
You heard it here. Next time that he's in Florida, he's going to be getting some of David's ass. I'm making sloppy joes with chicken fried rice. That sounds like too many proteins. Sloppy Joe is sort of like ground beef and sort of like almost like spaghetti sauce, gravy kind of thing on like burger rolls. So it's like a hamburger, but it's sloppy. It's messy.
All right, we got Cody promo now.
Yep.
See, men can cooking.
Elvis, you hear that? You're a man.
I love a good Cody promo.
It's a nice suit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, this is a go-go.
Oh, of course it's a go-go. So you think it's going to be a flag match?
Flag on a pole match.
Well, go-go did drape people in the British flag.
It could be a ladder match with you got to grab your flag to win.
They'll worry about the rules later. USA, USA, oh, sorry.
Ironically, they're not on USA. the perfect NXT storyline.
Oh, wait, one of our newer fans is here. Also having sloppy joes and mac and cheese, a much better second choice, though also more proteins.
Good.
That's weird. Jamie and Elvis, you guys plan this?
AEW going for that red vote.
Whoa. I heard of one of those guys. Apparently, Jamie and Elvis did not plan the sloppy joes. It's a coincidence, people. Serendipity here with the Unpopular Review crew.
So this is exactly what I said a few weeks ago, that this storyline was not about QT. It was really going to be about a Go-Go and his guys. And the rest of them.
It was always to get the guys over.
It was always for the guys. Well, I always said they weren't booking QT. They were booking everybody else. That's why they made QT look like a jobber. Because it was meant to put the other guys over, as that QT could only win if he had them. He couldn't win without them. And last week he didn't have them, so he lost.
But it didn't really explain why they would look up to, respect him, and soldier for him. But the details aren't important.
Well, they look up to him because he trained them. That's the reason why they were behind him. Oh, there's Florida wrestling fan.
Dwayne Gill. That wasn't Dwayne Gill. Where is he going with this? Oh, but yep. Knew he was going to go with Brandy. Oh, yep, flag match. The other guy gets defeated by laying the other country's flag on top of them.
Yeah, it'll be a flag match. Which is good. A Go-Go shouldn't be in a one-on-one with Cody Rhodes right now. He's too green.
In this household, the Ecuador flag flies high.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a Double or Nothing so badly, but I got my cousin's graduation the day before, so I won't be able to make it.
Cousins? Who cares about cousins?
That's what I said. 100% capacity, Double or Nothing. 5,000 people.
Anymore outdoors.
What?
She said nobody's wearing a mask. I said people don't have to wear masks anymore in outdoors. This is an outdoor venue.
Yeah.
It's got a shelter, a canopy, but it's open air.
It's very open air, yeah.
It's like where we saw some of the concerts. It's like where we saw Yes and Asia.
I'm a very big fan of Daly's Place. I think it's a great arena. Been there, I think, 4 times now.
I like facilities like that too. I was saying early on that WWE should have moved to the Hard Rock Amphitheater.
Yeah.
And they could have done the same thing. But no, they had to do their thing.
So he's going by the American Dream for this match, not the American Nightmare.
Of course, did he announce the stipulation?
No, he just challenged him to a one-on-one match.
That's it. That was the announcement. That needed 10 minutes.
The Latinos guy are cooking.
Elvis asking, do I ever cook? I do not cook. I cannot cook. That would be a very bad situation for me. It would not turn out good.
Elvis, I will. Te voy a enviar a mi novio para que le enseñes a cocinar.
I did not have time to watch Being the Elite this week since I had a lot the last 3 days, but I did hear that the way they built this match up on there was very good.
I didn't watch Being the Elite this week because I've never watched Being the Elite, and I never will.
Yeah, it's just a one-on-one match.
Nah, there'll be a stipulation.
It's
Something will be added.
possible. As of now, there is no stipulation. It's just a one-on-one.
There will be.
Yeah, and he is going to be the American Dream. It's going to be the American Dream Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo.
Not the British Nightmare.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Not the British Invader.
I think the British Nightmare would actually be. It would play off of Cody being the American Nightmare, but this time he's going to the American Dream instead.
Yep.
Honor his dad.
He should appropriate it because it's the Nightmare Factory was Cody's side of the faction anyway, right? They were the Nightmare family or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we have one tag team that has a aggregate age of, I believe, 93 between them. No younger than 92 between them.
This is the retirement match.
Well, no, it's the team breaking up match.
Daniels is retiring after this match. This is it.
I think Kazarian is going to retire him.
It's possible, but Kaz is also like 42.
He's 43, I think. That's middle age.
Even worse. I don't.
Kaz, I'm sorry, different guy, is a card-carrying member of the Screen Actors Guild and has been since 2003, ladies and gentlemen. There is a man who's planned ahead, used wrestling appearances to get some acting gigs, at least 3 credits a year, and he gets his health insurance through the guild.
Frankie Kazarian?
Yep.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Yep, I had a conversation with him on Twitter.
Yeah, good for him.
So props to Kaz for thinking ahead. Oh, look at all the matching red and leather, except for the big goof in the back. What do you think of the Young Bucks? Speak up. We're on TV.
I am thinking I like.
Okay, good. Look at that. Elvis went to college for culinary arts, and you came up with
Wow.
Sloppy Joe and chicken and rice.
I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just going to go grab my computer charger.
You're going to go grab David's ass. All right, everybody, you get a much better view of La Sicaria, which is much better than Kaden. Isn't she beautiful? Yes, she is. Aren't I beautiful? Yes, I am. So here we go. Callis has been excused, obviously not to get Kenny Omega. Totally nothing to do with that. And I guess the Goof Brothers are going to be outside the ring during this whole thing. What could go wrong? So the stipulation is, obviously the titles are on the line, and if Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, formerly known as the Addiction, before they were SCU, if they lose, they will break up and never team again. Okay, went to grab the lotion. The Eva lotion. Trademark pending.
Oh, God.
David bought out all the new WWE privately labeled Eva lotion. That's why they call him the technician. So the question is, will Christopher Daniels have to go back to working at Disney or Universal, or will they keep him as a trainer, booker, agent, something afterwards?
He's the lead producer backstage.
So he's probably an employee.
No, he's under contract, but he's their head agent.
But you can be an employee under contract too. That's a misconception.
It's possible.
But
I do think most of their coaches are under contract.
well, at 50, I hope he's under contract. Especially since the guy spent most of his career really not getting paid.
Hey, he's got a nice house up in Rancho Cucamonga.
Rancho Cucamonga, I'm sure the Bucks bought it. It's probably the Bucks guest house.
Bucks and SCU, Peter Avalon, Brandon Cutler, all up there.
Where is?
So they're 6-6 against each other all time in tag competition, including TNA.
Well, they're probably including Ring of Honor when it was the Addiction against the Bucks also.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to remember, for a long time, the Addiction were equal, if not a more over team than the Bucks in Ring of Honor. And SCU started in Ring of Honor as well. I think even before they brought in Scorpio Sky, though. I'm not sure if it was simultaneous or not.
Yeah, I think Sky was brought in, and I know Sky was brought in around that time in ROH.
Yeah, it was right around the same time. Now, a lot of the RH guys come out of the dojo, so it could have been planned for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, we dazzling you with our knowledge. What was Matt Jackson wearing on his head? Is he a belly dancer? What is that? And is that Brandon Cutler or is that Hannibal Lecter? I mean, I hope it's Hannibal Lecter because that would be much better than Brandon Cutler.
I still don't understand what Cutler's wearing, but it makes him look like an idiot, and I kind of think that's what they're going for.
Bunch of goofs. Ooh, what's this? An Ambitious American Odyssey. Remarkable. I don't think it's a horror movie. I think this is the Underground Railroad, which is a true life. Well, the background situation was a horror, but it's a series. Okay, good. Premiere Television. Good. So to the many out there, what do you think about Jupiter's Legacy so far? I've watched the first 3 episodes. I would call it exactly okay so far.
I have not gotten around to watching that. I'm actually I'm binging 30 Rock right now, and it is fantastic.
30 Rock's one of the great shows of all time.
Yep, I first ever watched through it since I had to get Peacock, and I am in love with this show. It is incredible.
Yes. Did you get to the one where they talk about Jack Donaghy's brother?
No, I'm on season 1. I'm about halfway through. I just did the episode where they go to the party for the prince.
Okay.
Their European prince.
Yep. Yeah, so you are pre-Elizabeth Banks being a recurring character.
Yep.
Is .com and Grizz on it yet? .com and Grizz, are they on it yet?
No.
Okay.
The actress, and I can't think of her, I think her character name is Jenna. I did not know she was in that show, and she's in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which is also one of my favorites. So I'm excited to see that. Yep.
It's Jen Krakowski.
Yes. And I think she's really good in that role.
Oh, yeah. Jamie's asking about Dexter. Yeah, I hear Dexter is coming back to, I think, Showtime or Stars or a reboot.
Dexter's coming back.
So I watched the first season plus of Dexter, and I liked it, but then I was like, how long could they possibly make this plot last? So I stopped watching. Meanwhile, I think it went like 9 seasons.
That's another one I have not watched. I got to get through that one as well.
Some of my favorite character actors in there. I don't know any of their names, but there's one guy that always plays either a mobster or a cop.
I was about to ask you about a show, and I can't remember what it is now.
Electric Blue?
No. Dexter made me think of it, but I can't think of what it is now.
6 Feet Under?
No, it's a weird one. That would have nothing to do with Dexter. It just made me think of it.
Okay. Celebrity Rehab. Jeez, that hurts.
Oh, have you seen the? Yeah, and I remember. Have you seen the trailer for that new Star Show Heels with Stephen Amell, CM Punk, Robbie Amell?
I saw part of one of the trailers. I don't know. It didn't look very interesting to me.
I am a massive Stephen Amell fan,
Yeah.
so I am very much looking forward to it. I'm interested to see. It looks like it's going to be. It looks good. I trust stars. They're usually pretty good.
I don't think I have stars anymore. I think that they got into a dispute with Comcast, and so they gave us like Showtime, Cinemax, and Epics instead, which I consider was pretty good. Oh, what we got here? We have. What do you think of Blood and Guts ending last week? I know everyone hated it, but I didn't mind it. Safety should be part of wrestling. I mean, I don't think anyone disagrees on the safety factor. I think that you're misinterpreting the response. I think the response is that the padding was so poorly done. It was so obvious what was going to happen, especially with the level of experience. Wow, that doesn't look good.
Wait, is it true or is it like?
Yeah, it looks like it's a fake from the reaction.
That's a fake one. Yeah, it's fake blood.
Yeah. It's also a lot of blood without a gunshot.
Ooh.
So if they just use regular pads or a crash, like a crash through or tables or anything, I don't think anybody would say a word, or just panned out.
See, I don't even think what they did was bad. And I said this last week. It's the camera work that was terrible. So you could have kept everything the exact same. They just needed to shoot it where we didn't see the cardboard of the metal. Like we see the metal padding and we can see that it's cardboard.
Well, I think that was mistake number 2. But you're right. If they didn't have mistake number 2, mistake number 1 wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
But they knew better than to use that. I mean, they have enough people there. I mean, to not think the cardboard would bend like that was a little bit silly. So there were different ways they could have cured it. As far as the ending itself, I mean, logically speaking, it's silly. Why would you surrender when they're heels? But I get it. That's fine. So
yeah, to me, it's all camera work. It's all about how you can it's making it look like it was realistic. And they should have had the in-ring be like maybe 5-6 minutes longer, which I said. It looked like when they had the 5-on-5 interaction, it was right as soon as Jericho got in, which I thought was very stupid. They should have done it 5 minutes later. And then you do that. And that way, when they get to the root, when they get to the top, we don't spend 6 minutes looking at Jericho falling and him on the floor. You have him fall off, and that's it. Like, we see MJF on the top, we see him land, but you do it from a wide-out angle. That way we can't actually see the padding or anything. And then you see MJF for like a minute getting booed, and then you cut immediately. You don't ever go back to Jericho.
You can continue it. So let's just catch folks up.
Yeah.
There's been
Styles
a couple
clash.
of near falls where SCU should have won, but Gallows or Anderson or somebody has made a distraction. And, of course, it's very frustrating to SCU. They feel like the gig is up, and Rick Knox is the ever-distracted referee.
Styles, that Styles clash from Kaz onto Matt.
So that's obviously the story going into here. Elvis, yes, I saw Shameless a bunch of times. I have to be honest, it was just too much nonsense for me. People living on the margins like that just can't exist that long. It was too far.
Pile driver.
So, Kaden, you were saying about the end there. So, yeah, Charles, I don't think anybody was really upset about the safety. I think that was just a narrative that was put forth by sort of AEW apologists. But, I mean, listen, somebody said that Blood and Guts set wrestling back 30 years. Well, 30 years ago was 1991.
Which was War Games.
Yeah, 5 million people were watching wrestling shows, 5, 6, 10 million people watching. That would be that's a great compliment to say they set wrestling back 30 years.
Yeah, Charles saying I'd pick AEW over Raw any day. Raw's been so bad. NXT, AEW, Impact, and even MLW and ROH have better matches and booking. I have made it clear multiple times. I don't like Raw whatsoever. It bores the hell out of me.
Raw can be rough. I'm not. I mean, David gets annoyed with me on Monday nights because he thinks it's good, and good for him. But I mean,
Raw just
better shows recently. But 3 hours is tough. I don't know why they just don't go 2 hours and then do like the bump kind of show or Raw Talk right after for the third hour. I think it would do better.
Have that go back to that third hour being 205 live.
Nobody watches 205 live.
That'd be a lot better though.
Nobody watches it. I would do Raw Talk or whatever. But listen, you're right. Anything would be better.
Mix it. You can mix Raw Talk with 205 live there.
Frankly, the first hour should be 205 live, like the old cruiserweights were in Nitro.
Oh.
And don't make the cruiserweight title an NXT exclusive. That never made any sense. Why have 205 live?
Matt clearly ribbing on Shawn Michaels versus HBK or versus Ric Flair.
Yeah, I still can't get over that headdress, and that is a headdress, people. Literally, that's what like.
Why does he keep saying the Acclaimed have arrived? I don't see the Acclaimed anywhere.
Maybe because he knows that you're going to react every time. Oh, come on. The best moonsault ever times two. Come on, Daniels. This is no way to go out. Acknowledge me? Elvis is saying acknowledge me. You're acknowledged, Elvis. I think we already acknowledged you. Oh, look at that, Kaden. I was right. See, what is this spray? Hairspray?
It was cold spray.
All right. Swell. And he kicked out. Come on.
Hey, it's a retirement match for the team.
I know, but it's just this is
pull out all the stops. It's their last match as a team together.
Overbooked City.
I don't think it's overbooked. I think they're just doing as much as they can.
And where was Kazarian? Where were you, Kazarian? Where were you? That's fine. It didn't go too much longer than that.
Yep.
Well, that's
Kaz goes in to make the save. Matt stops him. They hit the BTE trigger on Daniels for the win. And SCU has been broken up as a tag team.
And look at Kazarian's face. He didn't know it was a 50-50 chance they'd lose, especially with 90 guys on the outside. All right, folks, that's not even blood color. See, once blood hits oxygen, it turns more of a purple-blue color. Like a brick color. It's oxidized. It depends, says La Sicaria. Nobody knows fresh blood like La Sicaria. She's seen a lot of it in her days. Caused most of it. What are they upset about? He won a silly match.
Destroying the Elite's dressing room.
That's the Elite's dressing room?
Yep.
Looks like a dump.
Well, they just destroyed it.
Yeah, it looked like a dump before that. It literally looks like an empty conference room in an office. It's like the utility room. I mean, they've been using limousines and RVs and buses.
I believe that's the biggest dressing room that they have at Daly's place.
I know that that's the same as the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle used in the past. It's just I don't really understand the sequence.
They are different. That's a different one than the other one. They're different.
Were they looking for Omega and expecting to find him alone? Is that what they were looking for?
No, they were going into the locker room. They were just going in to destroy the dressing room.
Well, that's sort of silly because the night's over. The Elite don't need it any longer. I mean, they know where they all were. Okay. Listen, this shouldn't be my reaction to a wrestling show. I shouldn't. This is like the third time I'm going, oh, okay. Maybe the fourth.
All right, what we got now?
A 3 OOK limit. Now, this commercial, this is good booking. Uh-oh. What's going on? First of all, Charles, what university are you provost of? Second of all, you don't see Omos as a monster? The guy's like 7'4". Everything with Riddle is horrible. Disagree that everything with Riddle is horrible, but a lot of it has been exaggerated and goofy. And I don't think him working with the New Day works at all. It's too much of the same. Him with just Orton works. And I'm sure there's other people they can find him with that would work. Actually, I was surprised that I thought that the stuff with the Viking Raiders worked pretty well too. So you smoke weed, good. Who doesn't? And I think Riddle is a joke. He should go back to – listen, nobody goes back to NXT to do better in their lives. It's just – I mean, everyone said Breezango, wow, that worked out well for them. Finn, maybe it's doing better for his career, but he's not doing anything for NXT. So Ember Moon, it took me this long to remember she even went back. Mercedes Martinez is just there for enhancement. I mean – and Pete Dunne obviously wants to be a singles guy, though I will confess I like the Broserweights, but I think the RK Bros are basically the same team.
I liked the Broserweights a lot better than RK Bro. I thought they had a little bit more chemistry. I
think that you're probably right about that. But listen, Orton is really, really, really dull most of the time. And with Riddle, something works, but you put the New Day in there, it takes two teams that can be entertaining and it cancels each other out.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree that I don't like that quadrupling, but the pairing has had pretty good moments.
My issue with Omos right now on
Raw
Raw
is... have to say this. This is hugging, but is... Oh, okay. So no betrayal. I was hoping we'd see a betrayal or where were you or you were late or something like that. But no, okay.
Oh, fantastic. My Bluetooth disconnected, so let me go fix that.
Okay. Wow. Christian Cage looking older than me. Outwork anyone. What's he at? 3 matches? Or is he still at 2?
2.
Okay. Outwork everyone.
I think that they quickly, after his match with Kaz, they realized that he's not ready, and that's why they changed that.
Well,
I think they were going with him for Double or Nothing, and then they realized he could not really do that match with Kenny like they wanted yet.
Well, I have a simple solution to this. A new shirt that says out of work, comma, everyone. Or no work, comma, everyone. Problem solved. Right, let's look around. Who's better
looking?
Okay,
so Cage declaring himself for the Casino Battle Royal.
Yeah, who's better looking, me or Christian Cage?
You.
Who's that guy?
Elvis saying he met Dasha in 2017. She's smoking. Dasha is very attractive.
Yeah, you guys still seeing each other?
Oh! Christian just called out Matt Sydal for that slip last year at the Battle Royal.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I win the Casino Battle Royal. I gotta beat you. The Outwork Everybody hype trade. Dynamite.
So Matt Sydal is in for another number 1 contenders match or title match. This
that's not a number 1 contender. It's just a match with Christian.
No, but he's going to win the Casino Battle Royal and then face Christian.
No.
Yes, that's what he just said.
No, he said they're fighting next week on Dynamite, which is the go-home show to Double or... No, it's next week the week after the go-home show.
He said he's going to win the Casino Battle Royal. So put it in rewind and listen again.
They said that next week he's going to face Christian, and then 2 weeks later is the Casino Battle Royal.
Uh-huh.
He said it's a preview for the Casino Battle Royal. It's not the Casino Battle Royal and then the match. It's the match and then the Battle Royal.
Do you see Mike Tyson or Shaq wrestling again in AEW? No. Are you going to rent the Mayweather and Paul boxing fight? No. As a wrestling fan, I am LOL. Well, I'm not sure if you were serious with the LOL, but enjoy.
Depends on the price.
I mean,
I bought the Jake Paul one against Ben Askren, and I was very disappointed after the knockout in 20 seconds.
Who's winning this match? Kaden.
Orange Cassidy. That's what they're building to.
Yep. So
Would not have an issue. I would not have an issue if Kenny cost Orange Cassidy the match though, and Pac wins.
Are Death Triangle heels or faces now this week?
Face tunnel, so faces. Although it does look like Penta is ditching Alex Abrahantes, so hopefully we don't have to deal with him
uses
anymore.
Him when he's solo, he never brings him when he's with the others.
I think they're going to try to get back to the Lucha Bros tagging again.
I hope so.
I think they had that issue for a little bit because Penta was gone with his visa issues. Now that they have that all figured out, they're going to probably put them back into a tag team together and get Pac in the singles picture again.
The problem with Pac is that he still goes home every week for 2 weeks. Which
he misses 2 weeks.
Huh?
Yeah,
right, I don't think for 2 weeks.
I don't think we'll have that issue once touring starts again.
We'll see.
He'll probably have to either figure out something with the British government, or he'll have to move.
Their touring schedule is no different than their current schedule.
It's a little different because once they go to touring, it's going to be every week they're going to film. Compared to now, it's every 2 weeks that they film.
What do you think about Orange Cassidy as a professional wrestler?
Oh, beach break.
He looks weak.
Say it loud so people can hear you.
Yeah, he looks weak.
He looks weak. That's right. Does he look like a professional wrestler to you?
No.
Does he look like a professional athlete to you?
No.
Yes. No. Do you think I'm even being silly asking you these questions? Yes, she thinks I'm being silly even asking these questions. This is what a casual fan sees when they see this. This is why AEW will never grow very large, and booking around this guy and people that look like him are a mistake. You can have a couple of them. I'm all for having one Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy doing a comedy bit every now and then, but booking around him, Darby, Jungle Boy, all these little fellows as their top stars. Sammy Guevara.
That's what wrestling is going to be in the next 5 years. It's going to be a lot smaller.
That's why it's dead.
And it's possible it dies out, but that's what wrestling is becoming. That's what
it's
younger
not.
fans like myself share. That's what we like.
Well, clearly it's not. What's that, hon?
He is looking like he can go to that runway. Runway, how is it running? Runway?
He can run fast?
No.
He can run a reverse?
No, like a model.
Like a model?
Yes.
Oh, a runway. Yeah, she thinks he looks like a runway model.
Got a commercial break right now.
And we have a comment from Charles Provost. He's giving Mike Riggs a run for his money. I think Dark Side of the Ring has been awesome, and I thought the Brian Pillman episode was awesome, and can't wait for this upcoming season's episodes. Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring does a pretty good job consistently. I was disappointed that they re-released all the episodes with all that Conrad stuff, but yeah, they do a good job, and that was a poignant episode. Unfortunately, it showed the truth, which is that Brian Pillman was the bad guy.
I have not been able to catch that episode, although I will be watching tomorrow night with Nick Gage. I'm very interested to hear the Nick Gage story.
Yeah, Nick Gage.
That was
that's a rough one. I mean, it's rough in a different way. My old podcast partner knows him pretty well, at least according to him. But I have no reason to doubt him because I've seen him interact with lots of wrestlers face to face and about non-wrestling things on Facebook and stuff like that. So, okay, I never saw Creed 1.
Creed 2 is all right. Creed 1, I think, is awesome.
That must be why I can find Creed 2 for free all the time, but not Creed 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, and by free, I mean my regular paid cable. So, guys, if you have any TV or movie recommendations to give, put them in the chat. We can talk about those, too, especially during these numerous commercial breaks.
Yeah, make sure you guys throw your comments in there.
Oh, yeah. Like, review, love, share, tell your friends, subscribe.
Yep.
Oh, and everyone should subscribe to Vivir la Magia por Viviana. Pretty soon she's going to have a dual English-Spanish show with the brother of Macho Man Randy Savage, Lanny Poffo. Nothing wrestling involved. And your friends at Unpopular Review tomorrow have secured an interview with Mark Miro, Johnny B. Bad, Wildman Mark Miro. So look for that one.
Got an Ola from Miguel.
Hola!
I actually just watched the Raw Fall 1960 or 1996 with Mr. Perfect and Hunter Hearst Helmsley costing Mark Miro the IC belt.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him about when he came to WWE because he sort of came at a weird time in WWE, and I wonder if he felt like if it was a win or an L. Like he probably he made some name for himself in WCW. He had a crazy character, which I'm not sure if he loved or not, but was a memorable character. And then he went into sort of a more real kind of character, but I don't know. It seems like his shelf life was sort of small there.
All right, AEW Double or Nothing the day before will have a fan fest. It was announced.
Look at Orange Cassidy's face. He must have been holding his breath for the 30 seconds.
Looks like they're going to have a little bit of a mini Starcast. Is the show on Sunday or is it Monday or Saturday?
I hope it's on Saturday. And that's one thing that they do very right, and that's the pay-per-views on Saturday, not Sunday.
The last one was on Revolution was on a Sunday. It is on Sunday, yeah.
I think they had to do it on Sunday because it was interfering with it was a UFC fight.
It was it's on May 30th, Sunday.
So I wonder if it's interfering with NBA games or something that's on Saturday nights.
Well, I know the Go Home show was on Friday.
You think they wanted to give it 2 days?
It's possible. There probably is also a UFC fight on that Saturday.
That's probably it. Because I'm going to guess that the Friday night show is taped because they wouldn't want to risk it.
That Friday night show is going to be taped. I think it airs at 9 p.m. Right up. They don't want to interfere with SmackDown.
Oh, look at that! We have relatives here. We have Ileana Elias Fejo. We have Viviana Cat. That's weird.
This is me.
Oh. Subscribe. That means subscribe.
All right, we got Pac on the top turnbuckle looking for
What do you
that.
think about Pac? Does Pac look like a professional wrestler?
Style drop kick.
This, yes.
Yes.
Freaking love Pac.
Yeah, he looks like someone you'd be afraid of. He looks like someone who should play Wolverine in the new X-Men.
Well, he would match Wolverine too because Wolverine's a small guy.
I know. This was not an accidental comment. And John Silver could play Puck from the Alpha Flight.
If Pac didn't have such a thick accent, he could easily be playing Wolverine.
I promise you he could do it. All he's got to do is sound like this.
All right.
Doing American accents is easy.
Going to the top for that Black Arrow. And Orange Cassidy rolls out of the way. Black Arrow is an incredible move.
Everything Pac does is incredible. This is someone they should build around.
That Pac and Kenny Omega Iron Man match, I believe it was it wouldn't have been Atlanta. I don't know where it was. I think Atlanta was Lucha Bros. So it
was Charlotte.
Been Kenny. I think it was Charlotte. One of my favorite matches from AEW. I put it when I ranked the top 10 out of that first 12 months of AEW being a promotion after holding Double or Nothing. I think I put it at 3 or 4.
Pac and Hangman Page in Baltimore at the first Full Gear was a great match also.
It was. Pac and Kenny Omega, that first match they had at All Out with Pac actually getting the win using the Brutalizer for the first time was fantastic.
I don't think I've ever seen Pac have a bad match, to be honest.
Until you go back to WWE when they did some stupid things with Neville.
I don't remember ever seeing a bad match with him then either. Maybe I just didn't know what I was looking for at the time. But
I would assume Neville versus Enzo and More was not a great match.
Maybe not. Muchas gracias. Aquí estoy de Miranda.
Miranda is.
Oh!
What is Elvis? Elvis, say what does that mean, Miranda?
Well, it means something. Look.
James,
it's like a
saying,
view,
do you think
right?
Pac would be this good if he was still in WWE? Absolutely not.
That's right. She refuses to speak, but you're right. It's a beautiful view.
Do you think Pac would be this good if he was still in WWE?
No, because look at Murphy. It's the same guy.
Yep.
I've been saying for a year and a half they should book Murphy exactly the way AEW books Pac until they got him all messed up in kooky storylines. But when Pac was the killer, when he was featured, that's how they should book Murphy. So the answer was no.
Who do you think will face Kenny for the Impact title next? They have that gaunt. Let me see who's in that match at whatever their next pay-per-view is. Impact.
Oh, I'm so excited that all these movies are on HBO Max. I'm so sorry that I don't care about theaters.
Chris Bay, Matt Cardona, Sami Callihan, Chris Sabin, Trey Miguel, and Moose. And a number one contenders match.
I mean, knowing Impact, they're going to have it be Moose and have them win to try to guilt him into re-signing with them. And then he won't re-sign and they'll have a vacant title and they'll have to do a tournament.
I don't think that title is being taken off of Kenny yet, so I'm going to go with Sami Callihan.
That's safe. Who are the other ones? You said Chris Bay, Trey Miguel.
It's Chris Bay, Matt Cardona, Sami Callihan, Chris Sabin, Trey Miguel, and Moose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I really don't care, but I'm gonna go with my LOL. TNA gives it to Moose and he leaves the company.
It's possible. I think Moose. Moose should take that title off of him.
They might do Trey Miguel sort of to show me he wasn't screwed by not being able to go with MSK, and also to put. Isn't he in Violent by Design?
Who?
Trey Miguel, or is that a different guy?
No, he was in. He was part of the Rascals, which are now known as MSK.
No, I know that, but I thought when he went back to Impact, he had a different. So who's the
no,
smaller guy in Violent by Design?
I don't think he's in Violent by Design.
There's Eric Young who's out for a while.
Yeah, he's their small guy. I think Trey's actually.
They have a guy that's around his size that's younger. Looks a little bit like Matt Cross. I know that Cassidy is there, or Big Cass.
It's Eric Young, Joe Deering, Diener, Rhino, and Cass.
It's Diener, whoever Diener is. Because Joe Deering's a big guy. And I know who Rhino is.
Cody. I think his name's Cody. Was Cody Diener?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought Trey Miguel was.
Jake something. I don't think Jake something's in Violent by Design, but he is an Impact.
Yeah, I know who Jake something is, but he's not in that match.
Yeah.
I think I actually follow Jake something on Twitter because I know that he and Danhausen and that crew, they're all buddies. And like Danhausen was the first wrestler I followed because he's funny.
Elvis asking, what's our favorite soda?
Well, Coke.
Dr. Pepper for me.
I mean, regular Coke is a treat if you only have it once in a while.
Oh.
I used to love Cherry 7-Up. I don't think they make it anymore.
On Callis out mid-match.
Yeah, obviously we see who they want to win.
He's demanding the win.
And Aubrey, of course. Oh, the ref missed it. Well, see, there's AEW again. And the AEW fans are going to be thrilled with Orange Cassidy. But, of course, they are the kick-out false finish. Root beer's good. I like root beer. But you know what? You know who I like root beer? First of all, there's birch beer, which I'm not a big fan of. I like A&W root beer. You put a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream in it, a French vanilla. That's delicious.
Kenny looking good in that suit.
Yeah, Kenny's got some fine clothes when he puts his mind to it. When he's trying to look good and not cool, like the suit,
I wish he came out to the ring in a suit like Tetsuya Naito. Oh,
was his double count out?
Double count out, the first on Dynamite.
Well, the AEW says there's always a winner, so they're going to either have to restart it or it's going to be a triple threat.
Oh.
Hola, viva, un saludo from Manuel Valverde Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's in Polony, my friend.
He's in where?
Tony Khan's going to come out.
Polynesia?
Yeah.
Where in Polynesia?
Let me see.
Testing your friendship here. Where are you, Manuel?
Oh. Shivani's
here's-
coming out to make an announcement.
Connie, champ? Excuse me, champ?
Manuelito, suscríbete al canal. Aquí voy a estar cuando pueda.
Mm-hmm. I'm the champion. I'm going to inform you. I tell you what's happening.
Let me ask.
Maybe Cody should come out for a special announcement. We're up to 10 people watching now. This is great.
Yes, because
10 people.
it's their show.
Show off. This is a show off.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We got Kenny Omega and Don Callis with Tony Schiavone. Let's see what his announcement is.
Muchas gracias. Triple threat.
Oh, triple threat.
Well, this is how they keep Orange Cassidy looking strong.
I'm very good. I'm very happy with that decision. That's going to be very good. That's also the first three-way triple threat match that AEW will have for their title.
What is your opinion on Jim Cornette? I know he hates AEW and Kenny and the Bucks and Jericho, but after his comment on NWA Power last year, I think he's toxic.
It's been that way for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you're right. I think that people say that Jim Cornette is misunderstood. They're also a little bit right, but he should have known that that was something that you don't say in this day and age. I think that they were right to fire him. I respect a lot of his opinions. I agree with a lot of his opinions, not all of them. I also think that it's a very good thing that he didn't end up suing my client and paid expert fees for my client to be a neutral witness. So I'm good with Jim Cornette. Oh, he also paid my client a licensing fee, so that's good too. Oh, no, you ruined our stuff that we got from Party Central. So, do we know where he is yet in Polynesia?
Let me see.
He can type it into the notes.
So from what I'm seeing, apparently Orange Cassidy was injured mid-match, and they could not continue the match and didn't want to call it, which is why that spot came up on the spot, like they improvised.
All right. Well, you know what? If that's correct, and that was an improvisation, that was not bad. That's a good improvisation. So I will give that one. That is not a okay moment. That is a good job. I mean, they have a lot of injuries on TV. I hope it's not serious, because despite what I said earlier about Orange Cassidy, I do think he's an original character, and I think he absolutely has a place. I thought the first year they used him brilliantly up through the street fight. I mean,
it looked like that Liger bomb gave Orange Cassidy a concussion, and they did not want to continue with the match, which is why they cut to commercial to kill some time.
Gotcha. Well, that may explain why his face was so red too. Maybe that was real.
Yeah, it looks like OC has a concussion. Would not be surprised if Kenny beats him up backstage, and they make it a one-on-one Kenny versus Pac.
When is Double or Nothing?
May 30th, about 2.5 weeks.
Well, they're not. Well, they can always tape that later, but I don't think they're going to make the decision that quickly.
No, they'll probably wait until that go-home show to make the decision. Although if that go-home show is taped, that means it'll be taped next week.
So, folks, Animal Kingdom's coming back. That's a pretty good show. You should check it out. Support your TNT family. It's a little wild, but it's fun, and it's not too dumb.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be Bucks versus Moxley and Kingston.
How did that get announced, Moxley and Kingston? There
was a second ago. The Bucks were in their locker room and called them out for a match.
That's how. So just by trashing their locker room, they gave them a title match. That seems smart. Remember when the Bucks were going to face the Good Brothers for the Impact Championships?
I wish they would have gone with that story instead, but they didn't, which I think is stupid. But
okay, where are our peeps at? Charmaine, you still there?
I don't even know. We had a Twitch viewer, which I assume was Charmaine. We still have one, but she has not commented a single time.
Okay. Well, Charmaine, if you're there, I want to thank you for trying to get us in touch with Azrael, Homicide, and Hernandez, the original LAX, and a gentleman by the name of, I think his name was Danny D'Amato, and he actually responded, so I thank you for your efforts. Truly earning your super fan title. And even if you're not listening, I want to acknowledge it to the people who are watching this live and who will watch it later on. We appreciate those efforts, and we appreciate your participation and support. Or at least Evil Dose does.
I will say,
about the rest of these greats.
From what I'm seeing on Twitter, it looks like a lot of people are not happy with what they're doing with the Elite, which I can agree with. I don't love it.
Let's see what's going on here. So, Charles Pro, just subscribe. Great. I'm a diehard wrestling fan, and thanks for answering my question. What is my opinion on Alexa Bliss? I have to tell you, I liked most of her work, but I'm sort of with everyone else that it's just getting tedious and silly now. I hope they're working their way out of it and having her back in the ring. Mm-hmm. But everything around The Fiend, they've done their best to ruin. It's almost like it's purposeful. Yeah. But whatever Alexa's been giving, she's knocking it out of the park with the acting and her portrayal. Yeah. I like Lily. I think that it's kind of spooky. I like that Lily is talking. But it's time to do something either directly with Alexa or that Lily should be doing things directly, and that Shayna Baszler knee voodoo thing, that wasn't it. So it's a convoluted opinion, but that's my opinion on there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought that they were doing good stuff with Alexa and that Asuka story back in February, and they should have gone with Alexa and Asuka at WrestleMania. But what they wanted, what we've heard, is that the plan was Charlotte versus Lacey, and then Lacey gets pregnant, and then they think that Charlotte's pregnant, so she gets taken off TV and she's out of that match. And then they quickly call up Rhea. They had one plan. They screwed up that plan, then they screwed up the next plan, and they didn't have a good backup in place. Here
is everybody's superstar of next year, every year, the superstar of next year, Adam Page, still in this middling bunch of mediocrity, the Dark Order, with the failure, Evil Uno, not even the leader of his own faction, quickly demoted. Couldn't even take back the reins after tragedy. I mean, their leader is somebody who's not even part of the Dark Order. And what is Colt Cabana doing there exactly? And Jamie, I think I answered your question, but the answer is no, absolutely not. He does have a chance to feud with Jimmy Uso, though.
That's going to be a match of Double or Nothing, I think.
Hangman Jimmy Uso against Cesaro? That's weird.
No, Brian Cage versus Hangman.
Brian Cage just beat Hangman.
Hangman just challenged him to a one-on-one, no team Taz.
Well, Brian Cage should say, no, I already beat you. Thanks. They should say, I decline. That would be awesome. That would be good booking. Say, no thanks, I'm number one contender. I'm good.
He's not the number one contender, though. He's number 5 or 4 in the rankings.
He's the number one contender, though. He won the number one contender match. Number one contender and the rankings are not the same thing. They've repeatedly done that.
What number one contender match did he win?
Hangman Page against
That was not
Brian
a number
Cage
one contender match.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Go back and watch it.
It was not listed as a number one contender match. Not promoted as that. It was not a number one. No,
Stop
it was
arguing with me. Go back.
Hangman. No, it was not a number one contenders match. Hangman was the number one rank.
He refused to go back.
Tonight was the
first match of the night. It won't take you long to see that you're wrong.
Let's go look. It was not a number one contender match. That was between the number one ranked competitor, Hangman, but Brian Cage was not ranked at that point.
It was called the number one contender match. They said it a million times during it.
Neither of them were listed as number one contender the next week on the rankings.
That is irrelevant. Number one contender rankings have nothing to do with each other. Pac and Phoenix were the number one contenders.
Here's what it says. It was
SCU was the number one contenders all during that time.
Here's what it says.
I'm not interested in what it says. What I'm saying is go back and turn on that show and watch it. Watch the first 10 minutes of that episode. It was 2 weeks ago. Oh my God, he's doing the King Corbin thing? Come on now. He's rocking the pink suit. I think he's back on the wool. Is that wool or is that the wool scarf or is that the silk one? Doesn't look silk to me.
Silk.
That's silk? All right. La Sicaria knows. Who are those girls? Anna J, and Anna J? Right now, Big Daddy Cool should come on and say, who? Look. That's great. Elvis, you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
It was not a number one contenders match. I just listened to about a minute of the match and checked all promotion of it.
I promise you, if you watch the whole thing, you'll see.
Orange Cassidy versus Pac was the number one contenders match tonight.
Tonight, yes.
Brian Cage was never in a number one contenders match. Hangman was the number one contender at the time since he was number one in the rankings, but it was not for the number one spot.
Anybody in the crowd there? Anyone can back me up here? I don't want to have to go back and watch an AEW show, but I will if I have to.
If it was a number one contenders match, Cage would be fighting Kenny at Double or Nothing.
Which he should be.
He's not. Cage is ranked number 5 or 4.
I understand. That's why should. That was the word should. That jacket is hideous. He looks like an out-of-work magician from Pueblo, Colorado. Elvis, do you know that guy? Is that your jacket, Elvis? Seriously, those 4 women, that's Anna J, and Renee Michelle. It's not your jacket? Oh, look at that. Look who's this. Frank Romero, new fan. Jeff, what are your expectations of the next fight? Disappointment. What is the next fight? Is it Miro against Darby? I hope Miro crushes him, but I'm expecting disappointment. But thank you for asking. Totally new stranger, Frank Romero. Oh, is that John Cena? Like this with the face? Look at the avatar. Can't see him.
I can't see the comments. What's up?
What's up? Well, if you look at the
not
screen, it's so exciting. How many people? We have so many international visitors today from all over the world.
Yeah, he's in Ecuador.
Yeah, unpopular. We had someone from Germany. Unpopular review is international. This is why AEW's ratings in the U.S. are low. It's because people are international fans. At least half of our viewers are international.
Jeff, what are you consider his comment?
His comment is right there.
Why I can't see him?
Why do you need to see it there? It's on the screen. Oh, because you're in. Are you in YouTube or Facebook?
And Facebook.
I don't know why. Uh-oh, what's going on here?
What's the horn?
Maybe it's a lowrider. It's
Is
Eddie
it Michael,
Guerrero.
Michael Nakasawa?
Maybe it's Vicky Guerrero. She's turned face. they have a food truck? A little bit of the bubbly. I mean, it's true. You should be interested, but didn't you see this one? Like,
Jericho's trying to duck the camera back there. I can see him.
Yeah. Told you he couldn't keep himself off TV. We have 5 hearts. More of you should be liking and loving this and sharing it. Especially you, Miho. Oh. You know, Stone Cold's going to regret letting you come on his show. Oh, he fell on his elbow? Oh, please. Good, smart. That's the right answer, MJF.
I like that MJF saying no, but this is the same issue I had with WrestleMania. That blood and guts should have ended the feud. It shouldn't have continued it.
Exactly right. And they should be walking away because they know what's happening next. Just walk. Just walk away. I mean, if they didn't know what was going to happen, you know, after seeing this 23 years ago or whatever it was, that's just dumb. Look at Frank Romero shooting the pinnacle. That is some good aim by Frank. How are you here and there at the same time, Frank? That's amazing. The inner circle is the upper hand.
Better be a damn good match.
So this was better than NWA Power. I'll say that.
Hey, it was better than Raw. Raw was not good on Monday.
Yeah, it was better than Raw. It was NXT was better, but not exciting. NXT was business as usual. Actually, the women's match was sensational.
Oh, Stadium Stampede. Hey, I'll take another Stadium Stampede. I love that first one.
Oh, thank God. Did you see Cameron Grimes going to the moon or do you see Cameron Grimes going to the moon this year? Will Ted DiBiase buy you mean his ticket on an Elon Musk? So yeah, Ted DiBiase is totally buying that away from him. I've been saying this for, you're new, Charles, but I've been saying this for months on these shows when I have a chance and on Hammerlock Hangover, our podcast that I do with Big Daddy Cool, that this must end with Cameron Grimes getting audited by the IRS, actually by Erwin R. Shyster, Mike Rotundo, IRS. That is the only way this should end. A fool and his money soon shall part.
All right, well, looks like we're in a second Stadium Stampede.
Yeah, now wasn't Santana injured before as well? So I wonder if he re-aggravated the same injury. That can't be a good thing.
Yeah, possibly.
Because he's definitely not arrested for stabbing someone with a fork. Or almost definitely. Could never rule out anything in wrestling, but I don't think he would stab someone with a fork and get arrested for it. I don't think he'd do either. I think if he did stab someone with a fork, he could have figured out a way out.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of Jericho being there this week, but I
know you're not. You said he should be off TV for a couple weeks, and I told you there's no way he's going to be off TV.
Yeah, I get they only have 3 weeks of TV to build a Double or Nothing, so I guess it's not that bad.
They could have done it on Vignette.
had a break.
Actually, it would have been better because that was all anyone's going to say is they copied Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the very definition of cheap heat. That's exactly. Look at that. Exactly. Trying to be Stone Cold with the beer shot. We have Stone Cold Steve Austin. And our audience of thousands, 2 people had basically the same comment because it's the only comment. Yes, you're going to get people talking about it, but they're going to be it's the wrong kind of talk. I mean, AEW was supposed to be different, and in a lot of ways, it has been. Not always for the better, in my opinion, but this is pretty much direct copycat. All right. Well, it's a commercial, so I guess we have a Thunder Rosa appearance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rosa's match will be next, and then it will be.
And Miro Darby is the show stealer, is the main event, as it should be. Moxley Nagata probably should have been, but they probably knew that Nagata really couldn't work. Sure, that'd be great.
They want the TNT title. The TNT title has been in the main event every week. They are trying to make it's supposed to be important.
The answer again, Jamie, is no, absolutely not.
No chance AEW can beat SmackDown. Especially take away the shows themselves and how AEW has a smaller audience than WWE. SmackDown is on Fox. It's in more households. AEW can't compete with it.
But I will say this. A more interesting question is if AEW moved to Friday night, would they get more viewers than NXT on Tuesday night? And I think the answer to that is maybe. I wouldn't rule it out. I think AEW would keep its core 600,000 to 800,000 viewers.
I'm more interested to see how well they would do going head-to-head with SmackDown. I don't think they would win. I know I would watch it over SmackDown. I'm interested in how many people would. If that would cut SmackDown to around 1.5, AEW maybe pulls a 700-800.
I do watch MLW. There's no new content for a bit there. Do I see Hammerstone beating Fatu? Yeah, I think they will have him do that. Both those guys re-signed 5-year contracts about a year ago. They're both there for a while. Contra unit's been a big deal for a bit. And I think it'll somehow tie into the Dario Cueto and the El Dorado. We may see a double turn.
Okay, let's listen to this.
Yeah, she broke my nose. I had to get surgery. I reconstructed. I was out for 5 months. The pain, you can let it hurt you or change you. And ever since then, I've been the baddest bitch on the block. You said it. That's your word, not mine. Right? Right. So isn't it almost poetic that Sheeta broke my nose and now look at the doctor we have? It's poetic that the monster Sheeta created is ultimately going to dethrone her. Unless she's able to kill me. In case you haven't noticed, I'm pretty hard to kill.
Yeah. Once again, the best part of the show. Or up there. Britt Baker.
Every Britt Baker promo is the best part of the show. It's always amazing. She is a natural on the mic in this heel role.
Absolutely. Look who's back, everyone. La Sicaria.
I recently said that if this WWE MLW deal does go through, I think it'd be a very good idea to put Jacob Fatu in the Bloodline stable and have him be their mid card with the Usos going back to being a tag team. Oh, Big Daddy Cool's back there.
Big Daddy Cool is there, waiting for his thing.
I don't know if he's going to come join us or not. I can't tell.
The old tradition maker.
Looks like he's just enjoying life. Man, I ordered my food an hour ago and it still is not left.
Oh, that's sad.
It's supposed to be here like 20 minutes ago.
You can't count on anything anymore.
Disappointing. I'm trying to eat before my show starts.
This is your show.
I got another show after this. Oh, he's gone.
I better give Drew Yari a like. Everyone, check out the Drew Yari show. Not right now, of course. Stick right here. A man in the future.
Hey, Evil Dose, check private chat. When you get a chance.
You can go. I'll carry
Right.
it.
If you want to take it over, that's good.
Yep.
Is this Jasmine Allure? This is Jasmine Allure. I reached out to her for an interview. No response.
Yep, I know. I've been trying as well.
Jasmine Allure, I saw her at Mission Pro Wrestling about a week and a half ago. Very good. And that makes sense why she's wrestling Thunder Rosa. It's one of her girls from Mission Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're gonna make. Yeah, Dynamite's gonna be live Friday night. They're gonna make it their mini WrestleMania weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and then get the little version of StarCast with FanFest. Oh, that chop was nasty. I gotta give credit to Thunder Rosa. When I went to the Mission Pro Wrestling show about 2 weeks ago, it's at an outdoor venue, and it rained all day. And she was out there before the show, wiping off the rain from the seats. So, I mean, she was out there working the whole time. Respect to her for that one. Oh, no. Get that out of here, Steven. No. Where is it? No, stop. No, stop this.
I mean, Steve, all female wrestlers' names sound like dancers, private dancers' names. Thunder Rosa, Nyla Rose, I mean, Britt Baker,
Alexa
Brandi
Bliss,
So
Charlotte Flair.
¿No?
Oh, you're talking to Steven.
Yes, Steven.
Charles, do you think that Fatu is going to retain, or do you think my boy Hammerstone is going to win? Well, that was quick. By the way,
getting on his show one way or another.
Thunder Rosa last night on NWA Power, or whenever they taped it several weeks ago, she is fighting Camille and the winner gets to be the number one contender to the NWA Women's title held by AEW contracted talent Serena Deeb. But Camille got to make the stipulation, and the stipulation was that if Camille wins or Thunder Rosa loses,
Serena Deeb versus Red Velvet next week for the NWA Women's Championship.
Oh yeah, Red Velvet's done a lot of winning. Why it's not that Jade Cargill? Anyway, so if Camille wins, Thunder Rosa can only wrestle in NWA. She can't wrestle for all of these other companies, which would include.
Yep, told you. Cage versus Matt Sydal next week.
Terrific.
That's
an awesomely terrible match.
Hangman Page versus Brian Cage.
With the whole factor in, Cody's only got R, and that seems unfair.
Dustin will come out, and Lee and everybody else. The Guns. Sheeta versus Britt.
Really, I am so not paying for that match. I mean, that whole card. Hammerstone will beat him. I won Myron versus Rush 3. The last two matches were fire. We agree on Hammerstone. The executive consultant needs a break. Another crap take by Unpopular Review there, agreeing on Reed versus Rush. Just two more little guys wasting my time.
I have now ordered my food an hour ago. It has not even left the place.
That's great.
As for the offers, I'm listening, but I'm my own boss. I'm that bitch.
Jade Cargill still the hottest free agent in pro wrestling.
Huh. So, Unpopular Review is saying that that's causation, not just correlation.
All right. Well, main event coming up next. I'm going to go ahead and head out now, guys. Make sure you guys tune in to the AEW post-show review and reaction with myself and the Sheriff. No Big Daddy Cool tonight. Just us two talking about AEW. I'll be on there as soon as AEW ends.
He is lazy. Big Daddy Cool is not working.
I got to leave some thoughts for the review show. Can't give everything away on this one.
There are so many jokes in that sentence. All right, thanks for helping us out tonight. That's so Kaden. I mean, Dirtsheet Kaden, whatever the name is this week. Go hit some ass. Yes. Look at that. Getting you close up. It's time to sing. Want to do a duet?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to sing? Oh, Macarena. Oh.
Sí. Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es alegría cosa buena. Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Everyone see that? Oh, well, we already did. If you were tuning in earlier, Big Daddy Cool, you would know that we talked about the lovely Zakaria here, as I mentioned earlier, has her YouTube channel, Vivar la Magia Viviana. You should subscribe, and you'll see lots of great stuff, especially if you speak Spanish. But she has already done a video with the genius Lanny Poffo, Randy Savage's brother, and they talk about a lot of things about Ecuador. Lanny Poffo recently relocated to Ecuador, and Zakaria allegedly is from there. That's at least what one of her passports says. And she talks about Ecuador and introduces him to the country, and they're fast friends. Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm going to try and turn that into an interview for Unpopular Review. But we do have Mark Miro being interviewed tomorrow for Unpopular Review, and hopefully that'll drop in the coming weeks. Also look for Mariah May in the near future. So we've got a lot of exciting things coming down the pike. That's right. Whoa. So our director, can you put up the comments, or do you want me to do that? Also, everyone, please check out Hammerlock Hangover. That is a podcast, a wrestling podcast done by myself and Big Daddy Cool, Stephen Pena. It is excellent. We are awesome. That's it right there. If you subscribe to regular Hammerlock Hangover feed, you get Hammerlock Hangover. If you subscribe to Hammerlock Hangover on the Wrestling Soup Network feed, you'll get Hammerlock Hangover and my other podcast, Garden of Doom, which, trust me, there's something for everybody on Garden of Doom, and I've got some A-list guests coming up, including the host of the History of Africa podcast, Earth Ancients podcast, the Eastern Border podcast. I've got a One World, New World Order guy. Hi, Charmaine. I have a Russian hippie anthropologist coming on in the near future. I have an expert on the San Luis Valley. A lot of mysterious things happen there in the Alpine Ridge in the southwest Colorado, in the Four Corners area. Chris O'Brien, been on TV many times. I have Andrew Goff. He's been on TV many times as well. Evangelical biker minister is going to be on. We're going to talk about scripture and sci-fi, a very interesting exchange there. The great Drew Yari is going to be on. That's right, from the Drew Yari Show. I've also been on at least one of his Patreon shows, and Drew's going to be on Hammerlock Hangover at some point in the future as well. And I've, of course, been on his show. I don't know if Steve has, but they have a little feud going on about Karrion Kross. It's fun. AEW needs an evangelical cyber minister. Well, cycle minister, but I could actually get AEW both of those. So yeah, they do. That would actually, it's actually an entirely appropriate character for now. So lots of exciting things going on in the Garden. Lots of exciting things going on in Hammerlock Hangover. This past episode, we had the photographer who got into a kerfuffle with the Young Bucks some years ago. It was brought back up to life because of the Chelsea Green kerfuffle with another wrestling content creator, and this fellow got involved. So hear that interview. It's a really interesting story, a lot more than Steve and I thought we were getting. We also interviewed an indie promoter who their promotion just celebrated its 5th year anniversary, and she's a woman-owned promotion, which is rare enough in this industry as it is. 25% of their existence has been during COVID, and they've managed to thrive. And her story is fascinating as well. Those are the kinds of things that we like to think that you only get on Hammerlock Hangover. We talk about how to start a promotion, sort of A to Z. Talking about the business surrounding wrestling and wrestling itself. So here's Miro looking like a beast, in beast mode. So folks, everyone in Bulgaria, tune in. Whoa, he works but he doesn't speak.
I'm sorry, but I tried to stay back as much as possible. But this Darby Allin promo, Jeff, good God Almighty!
Here comes the hate. What did he say? I missed it all because I was babbling.
They're trying to bury Miro, aren't they? This is what it looks like to me.
Right, and Sting, the whole story on social media today was how Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page injured him. He was on the shelf. Clearly, he's not on the shelf or even limping.
He just shit on it. Miro's entire run in AEW, saying, "Oh, all you've done is go out, play video games." My man, Darby Allin was dragged twice in the last year. What is he talking about? What has Darby Allin done? Darby Allin is a joke of a TNT champion.
At 62, Sting has been medically cleared in less than 2 weeks. So do you think Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky cost Darby the match or cost Miro the match, and Miro has to turn face because they could use a big face?
They're gonna cost Miro the match.
Because
I don't think they're gonna.
Lance Archer as a face is not cutting it. Of course, Lance Archer as a heel doesn't really cut it either.
They're not going to take this title off of Darby, not yet.
Okay, so the executive consultant keeps saying this is about the 72nd time he said the Acclaim have arrived, and he just wanted to see if it would fool Steve, but Kaden's gone. Kaden totally would have reacted, so I will be Kaden.
Why does Chris keep saying that the Acclaimed have arrived? I don't even think they're performing tonight. I haven't even seen them. I think one of them's injured. I don't know. What are you talking about?
The Acclaim has arrived. Chris,
Big Daddy Cool, can you do your Kaden yelling about the Acclaim not being on tonight impersonation?
The Acclaim's not even on. Hold on a second. Hold on. The Acclaim's not even on tonight. What's he talking about? I love AEW.
Dirtsheet Kaden, like a true virgin. It always feels like the first time.
Oh my God! What is up, Elvis? Guys, you're watching Unpopular Review. We're wrapping up this live stream of the AEW. What's this called? AEW Dynamite. It's trending worldwide.
Overtime. OT.
That's right. We are watching AEW Dynamite.
So Lana didn't get her gold. So you were saying that Miro's not going to get his gold either. So they're going to continue the losing streak for the Miroslav family.
I think so. Based on this promo ahead of this match, they completely shit on fucking Miro's run. Why am I supposed to take Miro seriously?
In all fairness, that's a shoot. I mean, his run has been mostly terrible. A couple of highlights there, some funny stuff, but mostly garbage. And all he does is want to play video games, and he's too public about it. And that's one of the problems with a lot of the AEW guys. Actually, a lot of wrestlers, period, these days. They're too honest in their social media life, and it makes everything a yuck. You know, they're not heels or they're not faces.
I love Miro. I love Miro. He just
good
picked
evening,
this man
Malik.
up.
Mr. Shabazz, I presume.
he just picked this man up by his waistband. Like, this is ridiculous. Look at how powerful this guy is.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, what's up, Malik? How you doing, man? Malik watching us on YouTube.
Yeah, good.
Make sure
good.
make sure you drop that like, Malik. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, look at these two laughing.
Tell your friends, Malik. Unlike us, you have friends.
Oh, look at that. It's a complete sellout at AEW's Daily place. You can see Scorpio Sky can barely find a seat.
Did he have to buy a ticket?
Yeah, he probably had to buy a ticket. Tony Khan's like, God, Scorpio, I hate to tell you this, but the first hour is taped, and you're going to watch it, but we still need you to make noise, okay?
1, 2. Oh, I can't believe he kicked out of that. Miro, you've been doing this long enough to know that's not a 3 count.
Steven,
Oigo.
¿te fuiste a la playa?
No.
Te veo
No.
confiado.
Regresé desde Cali. What is going on? What?
How come you don't ask me that?
Huh?
I came back from California.
Beach?
Because he looks like...
What is this? Now he looks like an idiot with this.
He puts on the same bronzer as the wrestlers.
That's true. This is so ridiculous. Like,
Oh, look at those blows. How can Miro take it?
I'm a couple minutes behind. It looks like I'm about 90 seconds behind you.
That's funny because Kaden was 30 seconds ahead of me, so I had to hit pause to synchronize while we were still watching the end of King Kong. Skull Island. So
Jeff, I'm supposed to.
Lana's in a different company. She's in WWE. No, she's not
Jeff,
allowed to be.
I'm supposed to believe that these hits are really hurting Miro. Like, I've seen Lana land harder punches. What is
She has
this?
to land harder punches. I will say that Darby just did a suicide dive when he has one of the best suicide dives in the business. Miro just caught him with a coffin drop. He's going to turn into a German suplex, a fall away German suplex. Miro looks great. This is what I mean. If AEW built this promotion around Miro, Brian Cage, Adam Page, a few other guys. I mean, I'll give you Darby Allin, a few other people. I would have no complaints. I'll give you Cody. I'll give you this heel Omega stuff. Oh, this heel Omega stuff works for me. Lucha Brothers, Pac.
I agree with you.
I like the young acclaimed. I think the Varsity Blondes have something there. Give them Luchasaurus. That's something. Get rid of the other two jabronis.
Yep, without a doubt. Elvis wants to know, did Kaden take a nap? Yes, I think Kaden went to go take a nap. So he left 2 old guys in charge.
What?
Jamie watching us on YouTube. What's up, Jamie? If you're new, please make sure you like and subscribe to Unpopular Review. We do wrestling reviews.
Subscribe. New subscriber.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Jamie. Jeff, what do you think of Jeff Hardy?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It was Charles Provost. What do I think? I think that this is what a 43-year-old is supposed to do. He's enhancement talent. That's what he should be doing. His brother didn't want to do that, and you see what's going on there. Nothing. A bunch of mediocrity, mired. I mean, can we look at the history of the Bullet and the Blade, the Bunny, and the Butcher? I think they are now with their 4th alliance in about a year.
I think you're right.
They came in working for MJF. They then, at some point, were with Kingston. At some point, there was someone else, I think, also at some point. And then now they're with the Hardy family.
Weren't they with Pac?
Yes, they're with Pac.
I don't know. Jeff, I agree with Jeff. I mean, Jeff Hardy is what he is, man. Like, I mean, I understand that people are hankering for, like, old school Jeff Hardy, but here's this commercial again for the pubic hair.
Yeah, while Steve is getting the Evolution out, actually, I think it's a different commercial. This is the Delete commercial. It's a phone commercial.
Oh, now Zoe Saldana is selling me Coronas. I will buy like 50 Coronas from you.
Zoe you're behind. I know that you like. Yeah, you should probably. Do you want me to hit pause?
I mean, it's up to you. Whatever. We're having fun.
Okay, it's fine.
Poor Jeff Hardy, WWE is doing him bad, says Charles. So, Charles?
Think so. I mean, look at Private Party. Listen, I don't like Private Party. They are not my kind of wrestlers. They don't have the builds. The first time I saw a couple of their moves, they looked interesting, but they're sloppy. They're green. I haven't seen any improvement. Then they went with Jeff Hardy to elevate them. Have they been elevated since? I mean, they're in no story. They are in zero story right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's hard to tell, man.
Who's the Hardy group feuding with? Are they still feuding with the Dark Order?
I don't know. I don't know if they're they're having a feud with the Dark Order, Archer. I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't understand who's fighting who.
I mean, listen, I'm totally okay with lots of people wanting to fight lots of people because that makes sense in wrestling. But historically, it's been one-on-one. I'm okay with trying to switch it up, but when nobody's fighting with anyone, it's all discombobulated. That makes no sense. All right, so there we go. Sting got taken out during the break by the singles push for Scorpio Sky, the new franchise, in a tag team, and All Ego Ethan Page, who just left the tag team to join a tag team.
That's right.
So, okay. Listen, I happen to know that Ethan Page is making about triple what he was making before, so good for him.
What was that? Was that triple zero?
It's not 000.
Jamie Elson from watching us on YouTube. Will Ava wrestle or do what she did last time? I'm not going to be surprised if Ava is very well improved and she surprises the world. Because I don't really think she'd come back if it wasn't to prove the naysayers wrong. So I think she's got some moves up her sleeves, and I can't wait for her to prove the internet wrestling community wrong. Or I might be eating crow. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not. I really don't know. I mean, Ava is in amazing shape. I mean, if you don't follow her on Instagram, her exercise routine is crazy. The shape she's in is crazy.
Yep.
Whether she can wrestle or not, I don't know. Her looks and her body were never her problem.
Yeah.
But the character she seems to be playing is sort of a cross between young Stephanie McMahon and sort of like Nikki Bella, Instagram star. So I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't do like a Miss Hancock, Alexandra York kind of managerial, like their own Selena De La Renta type of thing. Finito? La Sicaria says adios and buenos.
Oh, buenas noches.
Buenas noches. She's out of her superhero costume. She's done for the night.
Oh yeah. Oh.
She's just doing private dances for me. Oh, thank you, La
yeah?
Sicaria. Oh my. Oh, come on. I'm on TV. Come on. I don't have any Ava lotion.
Time to get the Ava lotion.
That's right.
Jeff, I'm gonna tell you right now, if this match ends with like Miro whipping this guy's ass, Darby's ass, for the entire match, and then he loses to like one coffin drop, I'm gonna be angry.
Well, isn't that how Brian Cage lost? And isn't that how did he beat someone else the same way who was beating him up? For
all of Darby's wins are that.
But recently, he beat
a
Cage
joke.
and someone else instead, also a big guy. I don't know if it was Archer. In any event, that's his thing. He's the Terminator. It's hard to believe anything can kill him the way they've been booking him. I would like for them to change that now, if nothing else, just so that not that it's unbelievable that Darby can beat Miro. To me, it's unbelievable the amount of damage Darby can take and keep on going.
Yeah, it's just so unbelievable. It's ridiculous. Look, and this is an illegal maneuver. What is he putting his fingers in his nostrils? What is going on?
See, you're behind me.
I'm way behind.
Yeah. I'm pausing it. Tell me when you get to after the replay where Miro dumps Darby into the AEW banner on the outside. And then they go live again.
All right, I'll tell you. This is ridiculous. All right, I'm just at the replay now.
Okay.
They're showing it a couple times. I think it's great. Oh, it just ended.
All right.
Elvis, I think your profile pic is great.
Yeah, actually, it is much better.
The only
much better than that Russian asset, Tulsi Gabbard.
I was about to say something like that, but you know what? The only thing that would make it better is if you had a paper bag over your face.
That one's harmed a lot of our.
I keyed, Elvis. I keyed.
I know you can't insult 25% of the viewing audience.
No. Oh man, it's amazing that Sting can stand up straight for this long. Look, he's so tired and old that he's leaning up against the mat. Look at him.
You know what? I mean, there's a couple of weird things going on here, not about the match, but last week we didn't promote this at all. It was just ad hoc, and a lot of people tuned in. So maybe we did a very bad job last week that they didn't tune in this week, but we promoted this one. We gave probably about 8 or 10 hours notice on this one, and there's not as many people watching. Maybe they'll check it out later.
No, you know what it is it everybody was tuning in for Blood and Guts. Nobody's tuning in for Darby Allin.
That's what I was building to. That a lot of people tomorrow. I mean, I'm predicting that, and I predicted it already many times. A giant drop in the 1.2 million that they hit last week. You know, I think it's going to be sort of like NXT. It's going to be back to pre-competition. I mean, they may cross 900, but
look at this. Darby, I'm pretty sure Darby Allin just told Sting to throw in the towel. I think that's what he's saying.
Why are they fist bumping? What's the point of that? Why is Miro sitting there letting them do that?
I don't know. Maybe he is the Terminator and he's going to throw a thumbs up when he falls into the lava.
If Sting throws in the towel, you realize that'll be the third time someone's thrown in the towel in AEW's history in title matches.
Oh my God, Miro better fucking win this match. He's going to lose.
Well, not title matches. The Kirby one wasn't a title. It was a title match.
This is ridiculous.
It was a
What
title.
is this? What is this bullshit? What the fuck move was that, Jeff?
It was a roll-up. It was a good ship lollipop roll-up. And a cutter. Oh, my God.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And he takes time to yell with a rebel yell.
Look at this. Look at this. He looks like the 1, 2, 3 kid here. What the fuck is this? I swear to God, I'm getting angry.
The 1, 2, 3
yes,
kid
please.
was 20 pounds heavier.
He grabbed him again. Oh,
there it goes. Oh, it's like Miro's never wrestled a match in his life before. 1, 2.
I swear to God. Oh, my blood is boiling already.
If Kip costs him this match, that's even worse. But this is a Canadian Destroyer.
I know it's coming. Jesus
First of all, that
Christ.
was a 3 count, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, Jesus.
So that was a miscue.
Is he trying to put him into a crossface? What is he trying to do here?
Are you guys excited for WrestleMania Backlash? If so, what match intrigues you?
Isn't this a pin?
No,
Oh, thank God.
no, I think his shoulders were down. Miro pinned himself, I think.
Yeah, right?
Oh, no. All right. Yay! I said I was Team Miro all day. I can't believe they did it. Good.
Finally.
I'm happy. Jeff, be happy.
Thank the maker. Let's celebrate. Finally.
Oh, now he's limping.
They gave the WWE
here goes
a title.
There's Dark Order feuding with these guys now, and they almost injured themselves.
Now it's time for Miro to run out of the ring and take that TNT title to WWE. Here, Papa Vince.
So Miro gets the ship before Lana does. All right, well, gold in the Miroslav family.
There's a nasty booger hanging out of Darby's face. I think it's probably some guts. We saw
that's a week late. All right, listen, I'm happy about this outcome.
Agreed.
And Archer and Miro. Okay, this is a match I said I'd be interested in. I think I said Cage and Archer, but I think I said Miro and Archer also. So I could be interested in that. I mean, Archer's going to lose, has to lose.
Oh, he's going to have to, absolutely. But, I mean, that's the right move. You're going to build Miro. Look at him. He killed this guy.
Guys, tune in tomorrow to our social media because there was a bet between me and Kaden that over 950, I owe him dinner. Under 950, he owes me dinner. So pay attention tomorrow. Steve, I'm going to check out because you've got a show to run, or somebody's got a show.
Very
to
good.
run.
They're going to run. We're gonna start the stream over. So check out for those alerts. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that jazz. Guys,
stick around.
We're stick around. We're going to come back for the review show. It's going to be the Sheriff and Kaden. It's going to be a big love fest. They're going to be like, did you love AEW as much as I did? Yeah, I loved it. It's so great. Let's talk about it. And then I'm going to be throwing in subliminal messages in the chat because they won't allow me on my own goddamn show.
Did you really get evicted from the show?
You watch. They're going to love everything except for the main event.
I didn't ask that. I asked if you really got evicted from your own show.
I did. I got evicted from my own show. Can you believe that? They were like, we just want to try this out to see if we get more views.
That's hysterical. All right, well,
I'm like, I'm the fucking draw on the goddamn show. But they
Well, I
just
thought
want
I
to
was the draw. Turns out that David was the draw. So, I mean, so how embarrassing is
Hi,
that?
Charmaine.
All right. Good night. Good
All
night,
right, guys.
everyone.
Peace out, everybody. See you on the other side.
Later.